This is Kingston Road, Logan City, a major road that crosses over what seems to be an insignificant and utterly dirty creek. Like many, I've driven to work every day over this creek for years without giving it a second thought, until one day I decided to take a closer look and I hiked the entire creek line from start to finish. And what I discovered absolutely blew me away. This 35-kilometre creek system proved to be one of my most interesting explorations yet, and all in my own backyard. This is the journey of Scrubby Creek.
Righto, ready for action, ready for love of hiking in suburbia. So I'm not getting a Uber ride today, I'm getting a ride from my wonderful wife, and she's going to be dropping me off down at Berrinba Wetlands, and which is not really that far at all. She's going to be on her way somewhere else, and the beauty of doing this urban hike and exploring Scrubby Creek is that it's so close. Even if I have a gutful today, I'll be able to simply walk home or run home. So that's the beauty of exploring your backyard and being so close and local. So at worst scenario, I'm about, I don't know, half an hour to 40-minute run from home. See you, honey.
See you.
Okay, just gonna get my bag. All right, have fun shopping.
See ya. Bye.
All right. Okay. So this should be pretty exciting. Today I don't think it'll rain. Today's a Sunday, so the weather's looking pretty good. Let's go. So I'll be starting down where I left off yesterday at Wayne Goss Drive. May as well strike up a pace and get there. So it's a very sort of serene and peaceful spot here. From what I've learned, and this is looking off Walkabout with Rob's video on exploring Scrubby Creek, was in the 1960s to the 1990s, there was sand mining going along here. And so as a result, this is where it took place until there was basically these big open pits, which they have filled with water and made into a really nice ecosystem. So you see a lot of lilies, a lot of ducks over there on the side, and you got a lot of man-made structures like the bridge over there. But this is where Scrubby flows into, and it's going to go and deviate all the way into other pools, and we're going to follow that and check it out now. How you going? It's another big lake here. Look over here, all here as well. And so over here at the parklands, there's a lot of these little offshoots that you can come a bit closer to the water's edge and sit and relax. And it's actually very, very peaceful. What we're going to do is head up over to the walkway bridge just over there, and we're going to start our journey following Scrubby down that way. So this is it. This is a big bridge that leads over where the main Scrubby Creek line runs under. So we're going to be continuing straight up there. Maybe on the left hand side I might stay, or the right, we'll see. Somewhere there we're going to start to disappear in and navigate our way down the creek line, away from all the people that's all walking all around here that I'm passing, and we're going to go check that out.
So let's do a flyover of our route today and take a closer look at what we are going to cover. We'll be starting off at Berrinba Wetlands, which is made up of many lagoon systems, man-made lagoon systems from back in the days when they were doing sand mining here. We're going to punch on from a big major bridge that's at these wetlands, and this will take us up behind Demeio Park. I really enjoyed this section, and behind Demeio Park is what looks to me like some rocky river rapids. I then pushed on through and crossed over the first street, which is 2nd Avenue at Marsden, and then we come into a really difficult patch. It goes behind what I believe are some Asian farmers' paddocks. He's got some kind of a dodgy pump set up in Scrubby Creek. This is a really tough trek. We crossed over 3rd Avenue, went underneath the bridge there. We then go up probably my most favourite stretch of Scrubby Creek, which runs alongside the Logan motorway, and there's so many logs to cross over. There's this amazing tree that's got this rubber tyre swing off it, and this spectacular hidden secret beach. We'll continue up and come across this amazing swimming hole, and also this park bench that looks out over the lagoon systems of JJ Smith Park here at Marsden. And this is where we'll be wrapping up today's adventure. This journey was an absolute blast for me, especially the hidden secret beach I came across. So strap yourselves in and let's hit the trails.
Here's another sign that talks about the Scrubby Creek Trail, which is awesome. It says we are located right here. So my plan will be now to walk beside the bridge just over here, take an offshoot, and we're going to start walking on the left hand side of the creek, past this pool down here, and we're going to continue on down here and follow it all the way up Scrubby Creek Corridor Park. This here is 3rd Avenue. We're going to go all the way up here, but yeah, that's where I'll be ending today, somewhere behind the Marsden Park Shopping Centre. It's in this vicinity anyway. So anyway, let's do it. Let's get off the tourist path and get onto what I enjoy best. Walking through spider webs. That was a big one I just went through. Righto, I can see it continuing down there. This is that first pool just beside that bridge. Want to make my way down there. Oh, here we go. Herbicide treatment program being conducted in this area. So let's not be drinking no water here. You'll see here the vegetation is long grass. There's a game trail, and there's all these paperbacks growing here in what you could call the flats. There's always a bit of a eeriness, isn't there, when you're walking amongst, I don't know, this type of vegetation and trees. There's just something about it that seems otherworldly. Alright, so this part's a little bit more swampy right here. If you have a look what I'm walking on. And you can see in the distance there, beautiful pelican, just swimming solo. think we'll head up over here somewhere. Here. Oh, that's it. Always feels good when you're walking a bit more on solid ground rather than swampy, muddy terrain. So we've got thick, long grass here, and I really don't mind walking in this stuff. It doesn't faze me at all. I'm wearing my long pants again today. They prove to be a really excellent gaiter for me, protecting my shins. And I've got my rugged boots, and so yeah, this really is no issue at all, and quite pleasant. I'll just get down to the actual lake here again and give you a better idea what it looks like. Someone's gone swimming here. Yeah, it's always handy, a towel ruck with the towel actually on it. And as we can see, this is also a great place just to come and have your macas and just leave your crap all around. And again, what is with the McDonald's? There's more McDonald's rubbish here. I mean, for crying out loud. And that's the thing, like when you build parks and you're attracting people, you're going to get people that are going to leave all their rubbish all around as well. It's going to get washed out into the waterways here. That's part of life, I guess. So I'm walking right beside Demeio Road. Demeio's up on my left. The lake is here up on my right. And Demeio Park is coming up into my sights, just a little bit further up there. We're going to be skirting around this lake that Scrubby flows into. We're going to find our way behind Demeio Park, where it continues on and ultimately crosses over 3rd Avenue. What I am really enjoying here though, you can see right up on the edge of the bank here, there's a nice, I don't know, dirt track to follow. This actually makes it quite pleasant, as you know, you want to come out here and just want to get away from the park a little bit, right beside it, but you're just finding this dirt track. People often come here and just sit and relax and leave their McDonald's rubbish all around. This is just beautiful. Look how open it is. It's just majestic. I love it. Absolutely love it. And just around here to my left side is Demeio Park. There's a bunch of people in there and just you know, park goers, etc. And here I am walking this dirt track right beside them all, almost as if I'm in my own little national park and just enjoying it all, the trails all to myself. This is actually a really nice part of Scrubby here. I love this. The only thing disturbing this is all the kids that are yelling in the park just beside me there. Don't know if you can hear it. Ooh, look at this. Oh, yes. Now I like this. I mean, this is just pleasant, but just the way that they've done a bit of a rise in this canal made the water sort of pool up a little bit and then flow over the rocks with a little bit more speed. That's cool. I think it's cool. So the bank over here is getting quite steep, probably too steep for me to hobble around, so I might try to get up on the high ground here somewhere and see if there's any easier way. So if anyone needs a boot, there's one here in the bushland next to Scrubby Creek for free. So I'm not 100% sure which one's going to be the better side to cross, whether to stay on this side or that side, but there's a big log and I feel the need to cross the log. So there's that big drain that we came over the top of. And here we're seeing the usual suspects for Scrubby, and that is a big rubber tyre. Oh, now that's something I don't see all the time. It's pretty impressive. It looks like a big bamboo. That's what it looks like to me. But the way it's growing is it's coming out and stretching horizontally. It's not just upwards like I see most bamboos just flying on upwards. This one is stretching all around over the creek there. Look at it. Up and over. Now this part's not too pleasant to walk in, so there's a lot of spider webs, so I'm just sort of breaking them. Oh jeez, okay. I mean, yeah, this is great. I love this. Okay, this is improving now. So it's very pretty, isn't it? This is a real sort of a alcove and canopy over the creek here at this stretch. There's lots of bamboo growing here, which we are going to walk right beside. However, I've just noticed this has all barbed wire fencing here. Possibly it's private property. Some kind of a pump, I don't know. All right, Scrubby, that was an interesting stretch. There was a part there trying to cross over the creek safely where I fell into the water, as in my legs. So you can see my legs are drenched at this point, saturated, but that's all right. No harm, no foul. It's all part of the excitement in the journey. I tell you what, this is thick as here. Thick and unpleasant. Oh yes. I'm going to get to go underneath. There's a bridge. I didn't realize the bridge was actually this big. Check it out. I had no idea. All right, now we're talking. There we go. Okay, made it. I figure my shoes are already wet, so it doesn't really matter stepping into the creek anymore. So here we are, underneath 3rd Avenue at Marsden. If you have a look over here, Scrubby Creek flows down beautifully actually, it's really nice. And I'll just try to clamber across here without making any errors and slipping in. Okay, there goes a runner. There's a sign just up here. I dare say it probably talks more about the Scrubby Creek Trail, so I do want to catch that. Yes, I knew it. Scrubby Creek. Okay, so I've been in it now for 1 hour and 25 minutes. Here we've come to the other side of Demeio Park, which is sort of in that direction. Here we are now, and we're going to be going all the way up here to Bega Road. We'll then bring it on through to JJ Smith Park over here and up to the Marsden Library, at which point I'm going to be running home. I'll find a nice little part where I can go inside and show you a little bit more up the creek line here. There are a few nice segments here. Having run here a lot, I run here often, you know, either before work or after work. So you'll get to see just some of the beauty that I get to see here, except I've never really gone into Scrubby Creek. I've always stayed on the footpath here. So this is going to be quite exciting. So I'm just looking for a bit of a decent spot where I can go down and just explore. Let's just pick this little track here. Oh, I think I hit the jackpot. There's a log to cross. Something that I'm going to do though, I've started doing this, and I don't know if this is going to be any good. I started doing a few YouTube shorts. And no, they're not things that you wear. Sort of short 15-second videos. And I might just do one right here now as I cross over this log. This actually looks pretty good. So yeah, just little snippets like that I'll be posting up on YouTube. Just a few, you know, 15-second snapshots of little places where I go, and you know, hopefully that just gets people excited and interested to get out and explore a little. I mean, I've been saying it all along, this is like a whole other world within our world, isn't it? All these years where I've been running along this creek, I've always run up there, up on that side. Never have I taken the time to come down and actually have a look at the creek itself. Here's one of these bollards. It's quite nice. Foliage, or the vegetation now, changes to ferns growing. I always find that fascinating, just how the vegetation can just change so quickly from one type of plant to another. And here we are, back to the long grass. Got the ferns over here. We've got the creek down here with a few bits and fragments of rubbish every now and then. And what I'm seeing, you betcha, I see a log coming up. Yeah. You can never get too old for that stuff. Never. Here we come to a lovely little quiet spot again. This is a nice shady little area where you can have your little cup of tea, have your Tim Tam with your coffee, bring the kids. Have I said that enough times already? But honestly, it is. You come across these quiet little spots here along the creek line and they just feel pleasant. Like, look, right there. And the problem is, it's inaccessible. You can't get to it easily with the kiddies and the grandparents. So, I'm sorry to say, it's all mine. All right, the spiders are starting to get bigger around here. Here we see one of these golden orb weavers. We'll just let him have his nice Sunday afternoon and enjoy the little, I don't know, trap he's set up for a dinner tonight. I'm just really enjoying this. This is such a beautiful stretch to come and explore. I really can't believe that I've never done this before, never thought about just exploring Scrubby on the inside of where I run. And I've run there on that little stretch for many years. It's just crazy. God, it's just amazing. So many logs to cross. Okay, this log's a bit wobbly. Oh, there we go. Just jump over and keep pushing on. Now, I really can't stress, if you're planning on doing anything like this, I don't know why you would, I'm doing it for you. For crying out loud, wear long pants. Don't even think about coming here without either long pants or long gaiters. Crazy. There's a boardwalk up over there, one I'm always talking about running down. Be interesting to see if we see any people. They'll be looking at me like a freak. That's better. Ooh, check it out. There's a little pool here and there's a rubber tire that's been tied on a rope. Let's have a look at that. Oh, yes. And this is a nice little swimming hole. That's if you want to swim in Scrubby Creek. However, you gotta admit, this tree is actually really nice and pleasant. fantastic that I'm able to walk here at this time compared to it being flooded. A fridge. Oh, it's muddy here. This is swampland. So the wildlife here, the wallabies and whatever else uses these trails, they really, sometimes they forge some really good tracks and trails. Other times it just goes into thick scrub. Some little prints. It's got to be some, yeah, they're definitely some kind of skippy prints. Unless if it's a yowie print. And there we have 2 shopping trolleys. It's at their final resting home here at Scrubby Creek. Here's a nice little sandy stretch. A small beach area. Well, sure is. Look at this. This is a real beach. How pleasant is this? This is a beautiful little section here. Wow. Just a nice, pleasant little stretch. Footpaths just up there. Come down to Scrubby Creek Beach. That's what it is. This is just really, really pleasant. What a find. What a find. The beach. So we're almost coming to the end of today's little journey. This culminates at the, I think it's called the J.J. Smith Park at Marsden, where Scrubby flows on into a couple of larger man-made pools due to sand mining over near at the back of Bega Road. And you can see there in the distance there's a green bridge which we're going to cross over very shortly. But before we do, we're going to go to a little small swimming hole over here. I've seen some kids here over the years swim and jump and have some fun, and we'll go check it out. And here you can see the local hangout. And you've got a nice comfy chair right here as you come and enjoy a little swim with your kids. This is actually pretty neat here. You actually do have an amazing view here of the lagoon, and if you want an even better view, this is where you want to come. This park bench right beside the bridge here where Scrubby Creek flows out into the first of 3 large lagoon areas. I never knew about this park bench right here. I've never seen it. It's not until you actually go closer to the water. This is actually really nice that council's provided this. This is what you want. Here we have a little, I think they're called wagtail birds. So agile, so maneuverable. this is where I'm going to bring this video to a close. What a beautiful spot of Scrubby Creek as it comes into the third of these large lagoons down here at JJ Smith Park. It's just really pleasant. It's just such a nice area at Marsden of all places. So I hope you've enjoyed today's stretch, and that's going to be it for this particular video. And hope you're finding this series of urban hiking and exploring the Scrubby Creek line at Logan City. For me, it's fascinating. It's another world within our world. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up and like and subscribe, and I'll show you some more content as it comes into my peanut brain. All right, so that's it. Catch you on the next one.